Thought I'd do a quick vid on what's going on around here. Now, I had yesterday a really good day to clean up, so I wanted to show you what I'm doing. It's behind me, you'll see, and got some new things going on too. So when I moved into this property, I noticed that it had been neglected a lot. Just a ton of overgrowth of pine needles under all these trees over here. So I had to do a ton of raking and piling up of sorts under all these trees. I had to cut some limbs too with this really tall cutter. I never really used it. I bought it and it never came in handy at my house in Las Vegas, but it certainly did for this growth over here. Now, coming over here, like, this was the worst part over here, was the overgrowth of these pine needles. And this soil here is amazing. It is like ready to rock and roll. So I was thinking about doing more permaculture like I had mentioned before, but like, I'm stepping on it, it's like a sponge. It is like amazing. So I'm going to use this basically already for what it is and see what comes up. I'm just going to throw some seed down and see what happens. So you'll see in the future what happens here. You know, just to kind of get things going. I'll probably do that pretty soon here, any day. It just, yesterday was crazy. Today was nuts again. We were running around. But I did pick up a drawbar for this. The first one I got was the wrong size, but this one fits now. Good to go. And a nice clevis to chain up the trees once I start going nuts back here. But yeah, really cleaned up nice. See all this grass that was underneath the pine needles? It was just completely covered up. So when I first was looking at the property, I knew I had to clean it all up to even get the grass to grow here, or to even, you know, plant anything underneath here, because I want to use this tree to my advantage here for shade, for certain things. I'll probably grow things like maybe lettuce, but more probably maybe some perennials. As you can see over here, I did this one here, but over here you can see this is how it looked like before. I didn't get to this one yet. You can just see like how much this was covering up, and then you can see the leaf or the grass underneath there that is getting totally just covered up. And of course I'm seeing tons of deer and moose poop everywhere. So this is some seriously good ground that's been just neglected. So oh, by the way, over here we have this area, and I think this is where I'm probably going to put the compost pile. It's right over here. I kind of started, I already put the biochar ash in that pile, so that's where I'm kind of starting. We'll see if that'll continue over there. Hopefully, you know, I can get that going and get some nice compost going. But yeah, I clean all the pine needles there, underneath there, and there. So Nate asked me why I'm not, or that told me I can come over here and start grading this area over here. But honestly, I mean, I got stuck on this level ground right here, just even trying to plow this area. It is so slippery for my tires. I definitely need chains. There's just no two ways around it. I have to go completely around here, maybe in between these two cabins, but any slight pitch and I'm screwed. It's extremely pitched over here, so I wouldn't be able to make it over here for sure. But I mean, I can use my bucket to really get me out of tight binds, stick it in the ground and kind of back it up and get me out, and it helps a lot. But I mean, I'm just looking at it right now and it's pitched even right here, so it's a lot worse than it really looks. But yeah, I have to wait. It's just not going to happen anytime soon, you know, until we get a good thaw going here. We've got a good trail going on over here, which helps with some of the more compost I'm going to use. I think even there's probably even a lot of deer and moose droppings back there that is going to be contributed and into the compost and added. So it'll be a nice mixture, I think. So here's that saw I was telling you all about. Doesn't have a name on it. I got it at Lowe's, but it extends, so it's really good. And I'm telling you, it cut pretty quick. I didn't have any trouble getting through those branches pretty fast, and I was probably doing 3-inch branches. So you know, the driveway was coming in here. We had some pretty low branches that were getting in the way of the windshield and stuff, so that really helped tremendously. So let me know what you guys think about the whole compost with these pine needles. Now, I did a little bit of research and I found out that dropped pine needles do not add pH. It's the green pine needles that will add more pH to your compost. Basically, the dead ones are already dead and they don't have anything except for their matter, which is, you know, just brown matter. So let me know your thoughts. I'm definitely going to contribute them in my soil or my compost, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day.